Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the SNES Super Marathon. This morning we are having a gem from the 90s, Secret of Evermore, the randomizer, and we made it into a multi-world. And as I say we, I meant really Black Sliver. Welcome, Black Sliver.
Hello everyone, I'm Black Sliver.
And I'm in the company also of Solar Cell 007. Good morning.
Good morning, Queenie. Good morning, everybody.
And New York Rambler, who are, all the three of them are good runner of this game.
Hey, how you doing? Good is a loose term, but yeah, sure.
So Black Sliver, I believe you wanted to talk about this game?
Yeah, sure. So normally Solar always puts me on the spot to talk about the game. So I'm Black Sliver, I'm the developer of the randomizer. It started during the holidays 2.5 years ago, after some people suggested to do it.
Good morning, everybody.
And I thought
New
it
York
would be fun. So the big change over the vanilla game, if you know it, is that you get access to the flying machine as soon as you can cut grass, because it's unlocked immediately. It's really amazing how well the game handles triggering the cutscenes in completely wrong orders and entering the room from the wrong side and whatnot. And what we will be playing today is not the solo version, but the Multiworld version, which uses Archipelago. It's a bit different than the solo version in that it's more random, because there are less restrictions on placement. So we may end up having to use hints and whatnot to find the items. Archipelago is a cross-game multi-world randomizer. That's kind of the successor to BMW, if you know that, which is based on Pontus Multiworld. So shoutouts to everyone involved with that. And yeah, it allows developers to basically port a randomizer to be multi-world without caring about other games. Yeah, we have AP since April 1st, 2021. With Edit Factorio, and it was not an April Fool's joke. So Evermore was the 10th game, and we have it since November. We will also have other AP games. I think one is in 12 hours and one is next Sunday. So make sure to check out that as well with different games. Because today we will all play the same game, but that's not a limitation. We can mix Factorio with Link to the Past, for example. Right, so that's it from the explanation, I think.
Well, thank you very much, Black Sliver. Let's see if we are ready for countdown.
I think we are just good to start whenever we like. Queenie, would you like to count us down?
But of course, in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, go!
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, have fun. Did you get confused by my countdown?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Okay, so first of all, what we can see is that we have Music Miser, which means the music is randomized in this game, and we will have some funny moments also with the Music Miser.
Alarm room music, best music, hands down.
And as you can see, if you know this game, the puppy, I love the puppy, he's so cute, is the puppy from the cutscene in the beginning, which is not used in the game, but Black Sliver found a way to make the puppy into the randomizer. Unfortunately, the puppy wasn't made to have all the positions, so that's why sometimes it becomes the dog from Act 1. But other than that, he's so cute. Look at him. And he's super fast. He runs faster than all of the dogs. One thing you will not see is the dog from Act 4, which we like to call the toaster dog because he kind of looks like a toaster. And that is only because when he fires ball, he makes a sound and that makes the game glitch.
That or his bark. His bark is an absolute destruction to the game in certain acts.
So one thing that is sort of vanilla in this randomizer is the fact that you start with the bone crusher. That's always a thing. Sorry, English is not my first language. It's standard. So, okay, so it's standard. You start with the bone crusher, and then what you want to do is find a next weapon to be able to cut grass, as Sliver says, and then you can automatically use the wind walker.
Oh, bless you for crush.
I got my first trap.
That's my crush with my firepower. Thank you.
So in the pots, they will find items what they send to each other, because as we said, it's a multi-world. And it's nice to know that there are 284 checks in this game. So you don't want to miss one, because it could be one of the items you actually need to finish the game.
Well, there's only that many now. For now, right, Slivu?
Yeah, we could include the sniff spots, right?
No, we will not do this. I wonder how many sniff spots there are in this game. Must be 500 or more.
No, it's 200 something as well, I think.
Shoot.
Oh, really? Only that?
Only that. Okay, only that.
But
So
there
if
is a
you
little
play this
sniff
game,
spots.
if you played this game as a child, you will know that you can make the puppy sniff around by pressing L or R, and he's finding stuff that were hidden. So what we need to finish the game, we need 2 items that are in gourd, which are the wheel and the gauge. And we need also 2 diamond eyes. The diamond eyes are on bosses, but there is a third one, because that's a vanilla thing. We have actually 3 in the vanilla game. The third one is in the gourd, so there's a chance that you might find it and not have to look for another one on bosses.
Well, it might also depend on how we have things set up as far as randomized. For the multi-world, I guess they could be anywhere. But on the solo version, Sliver, they can set up in different kind of game modes, right?
Yep. So for solo, it's meant to be somewhat balanced in that you can decide where you want to have your checks. It will generate a seed of a certain length with that placement restriction. And you can basically do a run where all bosses are required.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. You know that 50-50 we were talking about?
You have turtle mode, nice.
I got turtle mode.
Queenie, explain that.
Oh, turtle mode. So what is turtle mode? You want to
Well,
explain?
Sure. Turtle mode, which some might call a meme category, others might call the best kind of mode to have. Replaces all offensive spells with turd balls, i.e. hard balls. It lowers your weapon damage to completely useless. And so you're basically
Bone
forced to
crusher.
use... Yeah, the Bone Crusher level. You're basically forced to use Alchemy for the rest of the seed. Even the bazooka shells, I think they're cut in half or something like that as far as damage output.
Yes.
And the descriptions for the spells are set to only 1 of 3. So you get an idea of what the power of offensive spells are just based off of what that description is. But you kind of need to make an educated guess.
So also we have a sort of logic in this game. There are some temple that uses magic, alchemy, and so actually no, that's not true. There was in the volcano, somebody broke the game and found a way to not use levitate. Who's that somebody?
Some bald guy.
Solar cell. And now you can actually go to the volcano without having levitate, which usually levitate you use in the vanilla game to lift the rocks and go into the volcano. But Black Sliver made it so that there's an option that fixes this glitch, and you absolutely need levitate to go in volcano. Is this fixed in this one, Black Sliver?
It's random.
It's random. So we don't know right now if the players are allowed to go in the volcano without finding levitate, but it would put it only in logic once you have levitate. Same thing for Revealer. Revealer, which you use in Act 2. And it will only be in logic once you have levitate, even if you know your way around. There was also another glitch in this game. By the way, this game was really broken. There were so many glitches.
We need to talk about what skips we have.
Sure, let's go.
So, first of all, the patch that removes the skipping the levitate is called desolarify, which is very important. You may have to use levitate in different places, though. It can only be skipped for the volcano. We also have a few minor skips. You can leash over triggers by making the AI move in a certain direction and swap back the character. You can activate triggers with the wrong character, basically. And this allows you, for example, to skip all of Act 4. Then we have Atlas Glitch, which does not skip anything. But it's also an option to fix it. Atlas Glitch makes you invulnerable. And then we also have Wings Glitch, where if you use wings in a room that cannot use wings, you become invulnerable as well.
That's right,
and all
folks.
the glitches can be fixed that I just mentioned. So we will see.
So if you didn't know that when you were playing this as a kid, if you use wing on a bus, you will never get hit.
Except for Sterling. Never Sterling.
I wish I knew that when I was a kid.
So I got
And now
really
we have
wins.
the music of the banquet.
I think all the good glitches were fixed in the PAL version though.
And we have a question in chat. What exactly is Multiworld? Multiworld is all the players' item in Alchemy are randomized in each other's world. The only thing that is not randomized and it will be at the same place as in the vanilla game is the energy core. So as we said earlier, you need to find 4 items to get to Act 4, and then you can come back to Earth and get energy core in order to finish the game.
There is one other item that's not randomized. That's Jaguar Ring.
Oh yeah, and also Jaguar Ring. Thank you.
Until
Forgot about this one.
Sliver decides to randomize that.
People would kill me if I randomized that.
Can you please not?
See?
People, Rambler would kill you.
If you don't know what Jaguar Ring is, it's the item that makes you run in this game. Oh, and I see you have traps on also.
Yes.
So they can send each other some traps.
I have traps off.
So maybe what I forgot to say is that with the release yesterday, we now have 23 different games in AP that you can mix and match.
Yes, that's very true. So if you want to have a big multi-world, some of you can play Secret of Evermore, but others could play, I believe there's a Link to the Past, Metroid, Minecraft, Factorio. There's so much games in Archipelago.
the latest editions were Witness, StarCraft 2, and Sonic something. I don't know, Sonic Adventure 2 Race, I think it's called.
I like Sir Nico's idea. Randomize Multiworld and to go market. Come on, put key items in the marketplace one time.
No key items in the marketplace.
Yes.
Only if we get randomized Jigger Ring.
Oh, my HUD. HUD, come back.
Jigger Ring in the marketplace.
That would be awful.
So, if you just joined, welcome. This is Secret of Evermore, the randomizer, which we called Evermizer. And if you don't know about this game, it was made in, well, actually not made, but it was released in 1995 in the US and 1996 in Europe, which is almost a few months. October 95 for America and 22nd of February 1996 for Europe. Also, if you have played Secret of Mana, you will see that the layout of the attack method is kind of the same. If correct me if I'm wrong, Black Sliver, but I believe it was borrowed from Secret of Mana.
I don't think so. I believe it was people that made Evermore wanted to do or should do a game that plays similar, but is more Western.
Yeah, this was definitely made by Americans for Americans.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the few games that were entirely made in the America.
So I'm going to assume that all of us were going on the Thrax route. And even though if we found weapons to go ahead and take the Windwalker, we're kind of just clearing Thrax up because that's Sphere 1.
Yeah.
Or,
I just killed
Sphere
Thrax.
0. So we could have items that's the easiest sphere, so typically we would just clear that first. And then we should probably split up a little bit.
Does anyone of you knows if this game was had a Japanese release?
No idea.
I think it did not.
No, I think it did not.
So I have not gotten my slashing weapon. I really hope it's in someone's Sphere 1.
Well,
So we have our first BK today. Now Black Sliver cannot cut the grass, so he's stuck in Act 1 for now. Did somebody forget a gouge? A gourd?
No, I gotta check these two.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry, it's very early. So as we said, we need a weapon to get out of Act 1, and it can be in somebody else's seed, and it can be in a gourd.
I got it.
Nice.
White bronze spear. Bronze spear unlocks something.
So we have another question from chat. Could you ever buy dry ice in this game? I remember there being all kind of rumors back then, but it was the only alchemy ingredient I could never farm.
Looking at the code, I did not see any evidence that you could buy it.
So there you go. It was not buyable. Is that a word or I just made that up?
It's close enough.
Buyable.
Okay, luckily fixed sequence is off for me, which means I don't necessarily need levitate or the energy core to beat the
How
game.
did you get 6 or 8 spheres without fixing sequence?
I put everything to random. I don't know.
And Solar finally found the brown spear of Black Sliver, so he is not big anymore.
not in Sphere 1 though, Sliver.
Oh, then that's not my first weapon, probably. Unless someone turned off progression balancing.
No.
So now you have all have an idea of what settings you got in your
No.
seat. Did you say no?
Still some to check out.
I don't know yet. I have not tried wings. I have not tried infinite bazooka ammunition.
Uh-oh, I got slow burn. Time to do Salabog.
And I would like to point out that using what's
Ski.
broken in this game is not being a cheater, Turbo. And also, usually Black Sliver would say, I do not fix vanilla bugs.
Well, I fixed a lot of vanilla bugs.
Yeah, he did fix some though.
Not at
But
special
only
requests
one.
though.
Only the ones that would hard lock the game. Or soft lock the game, not the ones that are just odd.
If you want to play this and you're afraid because there's so many chords in this game, we have a wonderful tracker made by Cyber99. And you have a map tracker with that to see all the spots where you could have missed something.
Which has a really, really great feature of updating each screen when you do a transition.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
I still can't get that to work.
Little shout out to Cyber who made this and put times and effort into this tracker.
Dude, stop sending me Oko traps.
Why'd you put Oko traps in?
I don't know. I wanted it to be funny. So we have 5 types of traps in the game. If you can choose how many of which basically. If you put traps into your game, they will replace ingredients that you normally find in chests. And they will be put in random spots all over the multiworld. So you can just get sent one-hit KO. I also don't have big sequence, by the way. So you can get a one-hit KO trap in bad places, and then you can get a poison trap, and then you're just dead.
Now, the players don't have that today, but there's also something else really funny. It's called Death Link, which means that when the player die, they all die. But it's not on today.
For good reason.
We were smart in that, not turning it on. There's also a feature called Item Link.
I fixed it off.
There's also a feature called Item Link where you can link items from all players. So if one finds, I don't know, laser lens for example, everyone will find it. And you can also use that for traps. So if one person finds the trap, everyone gets the trap.
So while Black Sliver was talking, if you watched on the Rambler's screen, you could see he was trying to pass through the rock and he couldn't. So that means he has to find levitate to lift those rocks to go to the volcano. So he couldn't glitch himself into the volcano like we do in the speedrun, for example.
Now, Sliver, the seeds that we didn't use, you said Rambler would have hated us. Were they all like that?
I don't know, I only checked that one.
Okay. We really are flying blind right now, everybody. We don't really know what we got rolled.
I believe it was a bad decision to go here.
So, gentlemen, I believe you three are speedrunners of this vanilla game, right?
In some aspects.
Not really.
No, you never speedrun it, Rambler?
No.
But you do know all the tricks.
I know, I think 90% of the tricks, yeah.
Okay.
And Sliver can never change my mind. He used to speedrun this. He's on the board. He's got a
I'm on
time.
the leaderboard. I got the time. but I'm too lazy to speedrun.
Well, a little hot now, yeah. It's approaching summertime. Summertime is not speedrun time.
Summertime is not speedrun time. We do have a new misc category that is no XY, where you have to finish the game without pressing the X or the Y button.
Shout out to Clips for doing that recently, which
Yeah, so
means that you cannot heal when you do this challenge.
I believe Solar can talk about that a bit more because he is running that category.
Well, I mean, I think you summed it up pretty well. Can't hit the X button, can't hit the Y button throughout the entirety of the game, which means you can't use healing items, you can't equip armor, you can't change your weapon. What trap did I just fire? Oh, just what? No alchemy. It's a nice puzzle trying to figure out how to get through the game that way. The only way that you can heal is by sleeping at an inn or by leveling up.
So there is something also we didn't talk about in this game. It's called multicasting. So again, when you cast Alchemy, usually you cast one spell at a time. But with multicasting, you're allowed to, you're able to cast 8 spells at a time. You switch between the dog and the boy and press the button and voila!
Well said! Now you're talking about who were speedrunners in this game. I mean, don't count yourself out too. You've been learning some glitches and tricks while you've been playing the Evermizer yourself.
Yes, indeed.
I don't have any users.
I learned Saturn skip as well.
And you've been multicasting too.
So if Queenie can do it, anyone can do it. Well, we have a question on chat. So you gotta use some glitches to get through certain places. We're talking about the speedrun, the vanilla speedrun. We do use some glitches to get faster. But as we said earlier, in this randomizer, if you don't want to do this, there's fixed sequence, which denies you doing some glitches.
And it's all. I have to check the settings. Is there an allow glitches option? Slivu?
Yeah, so there is an option to set if glitches may be required, and the defaults to no. So if you use glitches to get to a certain check, you are out of logic.
Oh baby, look at my lightning storm, guys.
Nice.
There's no logic option because Evermore is not broken enough for that.
So yeah, to answer that question more, you don't have to use glitches to do anything in this game. Yes, chat. I have Turbo mode. Possibly named after Turbo.
So I have Alchemizer on and greenies are shuffled, so my lightning storm costs insanely cheap, and lightning storm's a good spell.
Oh, my HUD's gone.
And so at this point, I believe Black Sliver is a little bit ahead. He has 1 diamond eye.
I have a diamond
And what's the green one? Is it the wheel?
The wheel is...
Okay, and the wheel.
I don't know that.
I don't have anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
Solar is
someone knows.
behind.
Wow. I bet you're smiling while you're saying that.
Well, I am.
Now, what's kind of terrifying, at least for the multi-world standpoint, if somebody finishes their seed, in a multi-world, the game, for most of the games at least, will auto forfeit for that player, meaning that all the items that weren't found will immediately get sent to the other players that they were for. And if you have traps, getting all those traps sent at one time to a player could be a little deadly.
And I'm very excited because Rambler is going towards my favorite boss.
Really?
Is he gonna break my heart by leaving, or?
I'm doing it just for you.
Ah.
I mean, you have slow burn, so it's in logic.
Yes.
Confuse the people with that.
So right now the Rambler is going into Buck Muck. And if you listen to the
No,
lily pad,
this is not Bug Muck. This is the swamp.
the swamp, sorry. And what sounds does the lily pad make?
Omelette. Omelette, omelette.
Everyone's favorite breakfast.
Well done. And so at the end of this swamp, there is a boss called Salabog. But as we said again, if you play this vanilla and speedrun it, it's gone. We skip all that part in the speedrun. How did Solar already get to the second world? Well, it's open world, so once you have a weapon that you can cut grass with, you can immediately go to any world you like. The Wind Walker is always accessible as soon as you have a cutting weapon.
There are a couple, what do you call it, gates in this game. There's not too many, but there are a few. And one that is really annoying that you might have saw earlier on my screen was that swords, and this is vanilla, because we went in to check all of these requirements, swords do not cut the grass that's on top of the vent to go up to the alchemist that normally gives you levitate at the top of the volcano. So I was able to go up to there, but I was not able to actually cut that grass to see what that alchemist had for me. So I'll have to come back when I get a different weapon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's vanilla.
Can you fix that, Black Sliver?
It's vanilla, it's not a bug.
I'm not gonna fix that.
That's a great gate to keep people locked out of something.
Fix your game, Black Sliver.
That's vanilla behavior. Same as that you can only destroy the wall and pyramid with the bronze axe.
Thank you, Junkyard. If you want to see more of this game, I suggest giving them a follow. They have a weekly, which they do every week.
Sorry, that was funny.
Okay, Black Sliver and Solar do it almost every week.
That was funny also.
Multiworld is such a beautiful thing.
Please don't die.
So right now Black Sliver is in the market. There's a timer in this market which is 14 minutes. And by the end of this 14 minutes you can go fight a boss.
Vigor.
I keep calling him the guy in the wheelchair.
Terrible.
Vigor, by the way, which can soft lock your game. I believe if you kill him when he has his hands in the air.
And waves him like he just doesn't care. Yeah, that'll soft lock you.
Also, in this game, whether it's vanilla or the randomizer, there are 34 alchemy spell. Is there an option not to have the spell randomized, Slivu? I believe there is. Yes.
And not in a multiworld though. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
we have subtle differences between them. So, like, Rambler said his alchemy ingredients are randomized, and he got really lucky with Lightning Storm. Mine are not randomized right now with Turdo mode, so I can kind of tell which spell I have. Oh, who the heck sent me a one-hit KO trap?
So if you find Crush, you'll be happy.
Yeah, we got Crush. I know Crush is limestone and wax, so that's what I have equipped now, even though it's...
And that's probably like level 2 Turd Ball.
Let's take a moment to gaze upon the beautiful Celebog, the snake.
All right, Queenie, I would like to know if I'm going to be mad at you or not. 1 or 2, please.
2. Uh-oh, what happens if I don't have it, though?
Well, that's probably Rambler's wheel, so it's fine. And that was wrong. Okay.
Oh.
I'm mad.
I'm sorry.
So I have to wait 5 minutes, roughly, in game time before I can try to check that again.
Rambler, thank you so much for doing my favorite boss.
The only reason is because I had cheap lightning storm. Let's be real.
We'll see if that was worth it or not.
Yes, let's see if it's worth it. I want that still beating heart. I found my nothing, sweet.
Oh no!
With the fanfare too. Oh, I accidentally pressed the rest. Oh well.
We all need a rest sometime. It's fine.
So Solar doesn't have the world supply of Alchemy right now, and so he's going to use the slightly cheap strat. Oh shoot! Of casting Plague on the enemies in the prison. Just kind of sticking away until they kick the bucket. Shoot.
How many nothing is there in this game?
2, I think.
2? Well, you're halfway there of doing all of them, Rambler.
Gee, thanks.
Isn't it just 1? I'm not sure. So I changed Magma to give a drop, which is the one nothing you get. I'm not sure if we added another one.
Now, one thing that we can see in the black sliver screen is that normally you see the queen from what I call the disgusting castle after you see the beautiful castle. But since we have the Windwalker, we arrive from the other side.
Oh gosh.
Good thing I didn't ask Queenie. Super Heal had Ramblers levitate.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was a Naris too? Wow.
So why we are asking 1 or 2 is because this little boy asks you a question and you have to answer, is it answer 1 or answer 2? It's completely randomized. And if you don't have the right answer, you'll have to wait 5 minutes to come back.
Found my first Quake trap.
Okay, so I'm now doing Prison without Wings Glitch.
I forgot to use wings! Oh my gosh!
So if you can, like, you're not supposed to go through here at low level, but you can cheese the enemies here. The easiest way is to cast Plague on them and wait for them to die.
You'll see on my screen when I go there.
By the way, if you want to check on Rambler screen right now, he's going to this one guy in the desert that you would have a hard time to find when you were a kid. But he does exist.
And it's not random like I thought it was when I was a kid.
People are seeing me run a little weird right now. It's because my confound trap just reversed my controls.
And now I don't know if Rambler is gonna go for it, but there is a a certain point in the desert that would make you skip all of it instead of having to walk across it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not consistent at it, but I'm gonna try it.
This is something also I wish I knew when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, me too. I first discovered it when I was reading a forum about 20 years ago, and hosting that forum was one solar cell 007.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I'm old.
You are. Me too. Alright, forget it. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, but that should get the enemies to stop bothering me. Oh, there it is. So Wings Glitch also works in the desert. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Alright, I'm gonna talk to this guy. Actually, let me heal first, because I might die soon.
So like most randomizers, you tend to want to go to areas with high density of checks. That's for the most part Ebon Keep and Ivor Tower.
Pyramid.
Pyramid would be after that with Revealer. If you wanted to stay in logic, we can just duck into there early.
Yeah, so we didn't mention it also, but each act have its own currency. So you need to switch it when you go from one act to the other if you want to buy stuff. And on Rambler's screen right now we see Tiny, which is not tiny. Gonna throw a rock for us if we give him a tapestry. And that actually has a purpose because it opens 2 more checks for us.
My favorite chests. They never have anything. I always check them.
Except when they do.
We had literally just one seed where one of them was required.
Hey, I got my second diamond eye. Thank you.
Must be nice.
You got nothing?
I have nothing still.
Black Sliver, since you're in Act 3, do you want to talk about the bazooka and the glitch for that?
Well, you need to find ammunition for the glitch to work. But yeah, so one thing that's not randomized yet is that you can grab the bazooka from Cecile. And in the US version of Evermore, they somehow screwed up the bazooka ammunition, and if you use any ammunition that's not the first one, you have infinite ammunition because it does not use up what you have. That's also a glitch that can be fixed. Because my job is to take out the fun of everything.
Just like the Queen's Key that you didn't need for anything.
Just like the Queen's Key.
So this is another nice little unintended cutscene that the randomizer gives you.
And I believe that Cecile is a character from Final Fantasy IV, if I'm correct.
4 in Japan, 2 in America, yeah.
A little Easter egg.
And another Easter egg is when you fight Vigor, the characters from Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy III in America are in the audience.
Yep. Now this game was made by Enix, right?
No, Squaresoft.
Squaresoft.
Before the merger.
Also, it was made by Square US. And I think it's the only game they made. It was kind of an attempt to make Western games by Squaresoft, I think. And I don't know, I do like Evermore, so
Me too.
I feel like it was a success.
One of my favorite games of all time, for sure. I'm leaving stonks behind.
For you, Solar.
Why? I'm flying through stuff checking.
You still don't have anything.
All right, we got a 2.5 hour time slot to fill.
Move it, big guy.
I don't have any alchemy spells.
No? I wouldn't mind trying Atlas Glitch in Turbo mode. I don't know if it's on or not. But man, that would tick Turbo off, Slivu.
So, in your opinion, guys, what do you think the best spell is in this game?
Nitro.
The best period
Oh,
is
I do have
Nitro.
Nitro.
The best per capita is Crush.
How about you, Black Silver?
I prefer to use slow burn everywhere.
I mean, someone just cast Slow Burn on me with poison traps. I don't know.
But yes, my favorite's Crush.
Yeah, Crush is the best one. I'm also part of Team Crush.
Although Linux was good today.
Two Crush,
so.
one Nitro.
Alright, I'm finally hitting Act 3.
See, that chicken's on pop tracker, right? I need that.
One thing that is not randomized, and I don't know if that's in your plans eventually, is to have Shop Miser. Is this something you want to add eventually, Black Sliver?
Yes.
Is it-
Somewhat for the ingredients, but currently the ingredients are not really in logic, so to speak.
So right now, all the shops are not randomized.
The
And
shops
there's
are
no-
not randomized.
Yeah, and there's no option for it right now.
There's
But
no option.
eventually.
Maybe.
It's time. You're about to see the worst pun in the game. I'm sure you saw it on their screens already, but this is like F level pun.
Oh gosh. No, I'm not ready yet. Oh, can I make it back in 4 minutes?
But Viger was waiting for you. Where are you going?
I need more alchemy.
You want to see those characters from Final Fantasy VI.
So I could use explosion, but it's somewhat expensive. But I definitely cannot defeat Terminator without alchemy. That's interesting. Super expensive.
What are we looking for? So we need to get to Omnitopia, to Diamond Eyes, a cage, and a wheel, and then we have to go through it pretty quickly, and then
So once you have all the items, you can have access to Omnitopia, and then you will get down back to Earth to find the energy core. And energy core is not randomized; it's at the same spot, and then you go back up, and beat the game.
And then you go back home.
Home is Podunk, by the way.
Or Grossestein.
Well, it's the US version, so
there's Fireball, Slivu. Who's that?
too late.
Oh,
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check on Solar's screen, you will be able to see very quickly, but you will see them, the characters from Final Fantasy VI. They will be in the crowd, sitting there watching the boy fight Viger, aka the wheelchair.
Armor. Oops, thing.
And let's hope he doesn't beat it. Well, he has his hands up in the air.
And waving like he just doesn't care.
Alright, now we just
Thank
wait.
you.
So I just cast Escape, which is like Wings Glitch, and then I gave every enemy in the room Plague, and now we wait.
Every time you say the word escape, I'm mad at both you and Sliver for Solar Thought.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we
So
won't use
here
wings.
they are, the characters from Final Fantasy VI, and the crowd under the canopy.
Yeah, they got the prime seating.
Yeah.
I'm sure Locke helped pay for some of that with some of his treasure hunting.
Does anyone remember where we can buy clay?
Acid Rain
Act
guy.
1.
Only Act 1, and I think it's only Acid Rain guy.
Well, you can buy it at Act 3.
Yeah, somewhere in Act 3, because you lose the
Yeah,
ability in Act 2
the
and it's
lady
status
that
thing
gives
or whatever.
you... What was it called? The healing spell.
Whoa.
One up?
So-
Super super
Regenerator?
heal. Oh, regrowth.
Regrowth.
Regrowth, right.
Regrowth lady.
So Larry,
Regrowth lady has it as well.
why didn't you multicast there? Is it because it's fixed?
For multicasting, you need both characters on the screen to do that.
Oh, right.
So at most, you can get 2 shots in before the game locks you out of casting anymore. Unless you're like super far away, maybe. But yeah, so typically in a normal run that's not Turtle mode, you wouldn't be doing that much damage to Vigor per spell. But for certain enemies that have high magic defense, they get lowered in this mode, so you actually stand a chance.
We have a question from Fanix. Where can you play the Multiworld? The Multiworld uses Archipelago. So as soon as you download this, you'll have a YAML file to play the Multiworld.
And you get some people, you'll set up a room, you get a patch to apply to the game depending on what game you have. And then the fun can ensue. Okay. Yeah, let's... I don't know why, but I disconnected and reconnected to the client, and now I'm getting everything all over again.
Oh, that's why you're getting so much strap.
Give me the lance. So, vanilla fun fact, I was happy to get the lance because that's your fastest running weapon. Although I should be running with the Everpupper, since Everpupper's so fast.
I have 3 diamond eyes. Solar, you want one?
Rude. Very rude.
Rambler is lucky. He has all his 3 diamond highs, although we only need 2.
Speaking of lucky, Queenie! 1 or 2, please.
I'll go with 2 again. I think we should maybe let chat decide. Chat, 1 or 2?
No, you
No?
said 2.
Sullivan
I said
playing
2.
you.
Oh no, I'm scared and I don't want to watch.
So one thing of note, maybe.
Yay! It was number 2.
Yes,
The,
Liv.
the reason why we often do Act 3 early is because if you get Act 3 armor, you're basically, you take only 1 damage in all the other acts. So you kind of want to get the armor of the next act before you do the previous one. Which makes it super easy to run through. Unless you can use glitches, that is.
Solar was broke when he got to Act 3, so he only has the chest piece, so I'm still taking a little bit of damage from stuff.
I don't even buy myself what stuff I give it to the dog.
Also, don't know what the difficulty is of this seed, so for... Ow! That's a bad time for one-hit KO. If you're in easy mode... Oh gosh, this is for multi-world. Is that still the true Slavu? For easy mode, hidden chests aren't included?
That's only true for the solo version, because in the
Okay.
multiplayer version you can use hints, so...
Okay.
Now, Black Sliver, I didn't see it. Do you have levitate?
I do not have levitate.
So you are glitching your way in there.
I am glitching, yes.
Trying to shame him.
No, I was just wondering if it was fixed or not.
I'm wondering if anything good is in here.
And we now have Cyber in chat. Welcome, Cyber. As we said earlier, Cyber is the one that made the tracker possible. If you start to play this on the map tracker, very, very useful.
Wait, that's all right.
Cyber's MVP in general, I think.
That was a trap. I shouldn't have gotten that.
Except whenever you're playing multi-world
Yeah,
with him,
frankly.
he purposely doesn't find stuff for you.
Well, for me, he was still MVP,
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
he trolled you so hard.
Now Solar just killed the dragon, which is called Justin Timber Drake.
I named that one.
And he's going into the forest maze. When you were a kid, probably you got lost in there. Now, if you use wing, it gets you immediately out in this randomizer. Because we have to go through it backwards the first time. And Solar is fighting his evil twin.
Ow. Another thing you can set, you can change your difficulty based on how much experience and gold you want to receive. So there's sliders on the multi-world, and you can also change this in the solo version. You can slide what kind of percent you want as far as experience and money. Kind of speed up the playthrough like that. So I think I have 250% experience and money right now. I forget what I set it to. But something higher than normal, so you can actually play and get through this quickly.
Fermi, you're gonna one shot.
You can also set it to random,
That's true. Yeah.
and you can also set it to 1% to have a nice challenge. It's really awful.
This was also a maze, the sewers. You had to find your way all around to find the one pit that would open the trap to get to the door. And now Black Sliver is gonna fight a boss called Magmar.
Mangar.
Oh, sorry, that was Magmar.
It is magma.
Oh.
Got her.
Isn't it called Lava Rex?
Ah, not air, not. Oh my gosh. Who the heck? You don't send a one-hit KO trap when I'm in the middle of a skull claw field. Oh man.
Solar, are you going towards the Queen's Key?
Do I have to?
Yes. Show us the way around the Queen's Key.
Fine. So there are some chests in this room that you can get if you go through the process of getting the Queen's Key, which we'll do. Because Queenie hates me.
No, because chat wants to see it. That was also a big maze when we were younger. To find our way around this.
Yeah, I will say, growing up, the dog maze was just awful.
And
Now
as an
I'm
adult,
thinking
it's still
about it.
awful.
Everything's a maze in this game.
So, fun fact, this cutscene I just had after Magma, you normally only see it with one specific dog, but it totally works with the other dogs. And also with the intro dog, because that cutscene was scripted with the intro dog and the
Okay.
E3 trailer.
So I'm in medium. I believe I have mine set to medium mode, and I found a hidden diamond eye. So there you go. It was in
Not
the
for me.
sewer. Yeah, of course not for you. I didn't say it was for you. It was
Poor
for
Solar.
Slivu, obviously.
So do you feel confident about that 2.5 hours?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Sure?
Yeah, sure. You guys will finish. I'll still have nothing, but I'll get all the items that you didn't find for me.
Oh, I love the comment of the great sir. Everything in this game is amazing, you mean? Ah. And now, so this old lady, she's in the sewers of the castle.
You're
And
not.
she had... No, what's this called? Oh, not sewers then.
No. Never mind. Go on.
Well, no, you're right. It's not a sewer. It's like a vent.
The vent.
Sure.
Solar's popping out of vents.
We're gonna just skip on by what I said. I got away with one there, chat.
Huh?
Nothing.
Huh?
You were saying?
I'm saying I don't know what to call these.
The vents are fine.
Okay, so she's in the vent, poor woman, and her husband has been waiting for her in his room for years. He's locked in there because she has the key. Kind of very sad.
It's a lot of time investment to go through and get this. And it's one of the later spheres, I would assume, in solo, but I guess it really doesn't. Not really. No. Okay.
Look at the puppy run on Solar Screen. He's so cute.
But there's not too many checks for it. So more often than not, there's not something that's super important. But it is a few chests and an alchemy check. Sadly, we don't get the banquet scene with destroyed castle here.
It's just sad that we don't get to tell the husband where his wife is.
I mean, I think it's better off.
Well, it's also possible to talk to the husband first and give the key away, and if you do that, Slivu coded it so you can actually go back and get the Queen's Key again, just so you're not locked out of those chests. But ideally, you get the chest first before you do that.
It just got cryoblast.
Yep, you're welcome.
Blast.
Yeah, but we don't
See,
tell
it's
the man where his wife is.
Well, that would break lore if we did.
Oh, it's sad.
So I'm going
We're
to.
keeping them apart.
I'm currently going to the worst location in the entire game.
That is what?
The alchemist in the forest.
Oh my gosh, why would you bother?
Doing that? You can use a hint point to
Nah,
see what he has
because it's
and
easy.
not check him.
I have pop dunk. It's easy. Right here in a minute.
Thank you, Black Sliver. We didn't talk about this also.
It was
Sure.
vanilla 1-up.
What?
My own vanilla 1-up.
Nice.
Wasn't the best with them all anyway, so.
Now, if you get really stuck, you can have a hint. But that's also in every game on Archipelago. So this one is no exception. If you want, you can have a hint in this game.
Yeah, so the way it works is that you get hint points for every check you do, and you can set up how many hints in total you want to have.
Ah,
And luckily in Evermore we get, with the default settings, we get one hint after first, like in the first sphere, in Act 1. Which is a bit game breaking, I feel like. But you can configure it to give you fewer hints, or you can decide to not use them. It's nice to have it.
Boy, I cannot wait for all my stuff to be in your Act 4s.
Now, if you check again on the black sliver screen, the characters from Final Fantasy VI, little cameo here.
Oh, we did get energized. I just get energized. So, energize
I
is
got
something
energized
that
too.
makes your stamina increase really quick. One added bonus that Slivu reprogrammed to maybe fix or maybe just make our lives amazing. Energize now works with the bazooka, so you can rapid fire bazooka shots.
It was Assassin did that.
Oh, okay. Assassin made that change.
Here you go, Queenie.
It's amazing that I was able to get in touch with them 10 years after this patch was released, basically, to get permission.
You said some of the original developers are still around, Slivu, for Evermore?
So, Mass, which is one of the people that wrote the scripts, the cutscene scripts and whatnot, streams on Twitch on a regular basis.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Does he know we made a randomizer of his
Yes.
game? Ah, that's amazing. How did he react?
I don't know.
Oh.
You'll see him in court in a couple months.
He was interested, but he moved on to more modern games.
Oh, you just broke my heart. I was so excited.
Alright, so
But
now...
he was not turned away by it. But I think he enjoys more modern games now. Okay, I do not have levitate.
Now I'm
I
excited
do
to
have
see.
infinite bazooka ammunition.
Was it?
What?
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 Huh?
At that time again.
So I'm excited to see what Solar finds in the behind his queen's key.
Well, I'm also getting Queen's Key.
Nothing so far.
Nothing for you.
Oh, that's true.
Ah, your first item, the pillow.
Oh, that didn't work.
Alright.
Well, that was totally worth it. Thank you, Queenie.
But you didn't do the rooms upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did? I missed
Oh,
it,
yeah.
sorry.
I'm all clear on the tracker, except what is that on the tracker? Oh, that's the Queen's Key thing, which is now relit because it's gone.
Blame Cyber.
I'm blaming Cyber.
Well, thank you for showing us all of this.
Yeah. Alright, so now we've got Ivor Tower, which is another huge chunk of checks. Maybe there's something good for me in here. Or them.
Probably us, not you.
So on Black Sliver's screen, you can see energy core, and Cyber just posted a sad face or mad face emoji. Way to go! You hurt him his feeling.
I'm sorry, Cyber. I know we should blame Solar for everything. So as you may see on my screen, we still have a lot of cutscenes, and that would be Solar's job to remove them.
Oh, how dare you!
Removing the cutscenes is a lot of work, because the flags are being set in the cutscenes that you don't see twice and stuff like that. It's all scripted, like not text script, but like it's a like custom language that the scripts get compiled to and executed in a script engine. I want to say, and so you have to decode the scripts and change them instead of just removing them, which makes it a lot of work to get rid of the cutscenes. And I'm lazy. So.
I've never seen this done before, Black Sliver. How did you walk on water there?
That's one of the vanilla that gives you money.
I didn't know that.
Hidden things.
Oh, you're there. Cool, cool.
Next to the palace.
2,500 jewels? Or gold coins, was it?
Yes. And all the traps.
So as you were saying earlier, if you want to see some more of this game, I strongly suggest that you follow these runners. And if you missed it earlier also, Black Sliver, who made this randomizer possible.
Nothing yet.
And also, if you just join us, good morning. Welcome to SNES Super Star Marathon. This is the Multiworld of Secret of Evermore, which is possible by Archipelago. Secret of Evermore, who was turned into a randomizer in 2019. This is gonna be really 4 years already? No, 3 years.
It's 2.5 years now. It was the holidays.
We were so young back then. Kind of.
There's also something fun that we made to play with this randomizer. It's the bingo sheet.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, we should do bingo again.
I think I did bingo for SNES Super Stars in 2020.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, we did that.
I was in the comms, I remember.
Yep.
That was fun. I believe I did the com in French for that.
You may have.
Sacre Blues, the diamond die!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the bingo sheet, how many square you can have up to 49, I believe?
9 by 9, I think.
Oh
Oh.
gosh.
Did we implement? I think we did implement 9 by 9.
Usually we play 5 by 5. Really fun feature. So now, Solar, I'm seeing you walk across the path without revealer. Do you have a revealer?
No.
So you're out of logic right now.
I just need stuff to do.
you check the castle yet, Rambler?
I am doing... No, I have not done the town yet. I've done the castle. I'm doing this now with the Queen's Key.
Is there
Did you
anything
do-
worth it?
I gave Slivu a sword, I think.
Yeah, not really worth it.
Whoa.
Nothing for poor Solar?
You'd think so, but no.
That's a great back and forth you two just had. Appreciate it. Oh, found my own HUD trap. Cool. That's fun.
Did you check Pyramid Solo?
No, I just fought Negator. I'll go check Pyramid now, and we'll go back into the halls.
Yeah, I found my Cryoblast. Yay.
Yeah.
So chances are you have your own items in Pyramid still.
Which is not a lot, though.
Yeah, because we need a special axe to move into the pyramid, which is the bronze axe.
Yes.
Yes, I got it right.
So we have some checks we can do before that, but and some of these walls do require that.
Alright, Queen's Key. I mean, I'm happy I did it because I got my Cryoblast.
And now we actually have 2 players in the pyramid.
One with barrier, one without.
And none of them with the bronze axe.
At least it's in logic for me, I got the reader.
You see me spending a lot of money on iron. There's a reason for that. What's it there?
Is it possible that you are on very hard Solar and that's why you don't find your stuff?
I don't know if the multi-world operates that way.
Oh, there's a gauge Solar.
It's
You got a gauge.
basically completely random.
So he's just unlucky today.
No, Solar got a gouge.
Yes.
Not tonight, this morning.
You can decide if you want to do progression balancing or not, or much progression balancing you want. But I think we all left it to default, which means it should move items around so that everyone has a game of similar length. Similar spheres, that is.
You said you sent me my gauge?
Your bronze axe, perfect, Sliver. See?
Nice.
Timed perfectly.
I'm starting to get ticked off with you two. Wait, my levitate's in the pyramid? Oh my gosh.
Where is... What did I just find that I want? Oh, it's right. Armor.
Which means my bronze spear's in here. Laser lane. What the heck?
Ooh, 10,000 gold
Is
coins.
your tracker manually updating or?
Whoa, what was that?
It's auto updating.
It should be auto-updating.
Solar
Okay,
just found like a ton of things.
It
so
says
let's-
Black Sliver found Solar's gouge.
And yet, oh, maybe I need. Well, I don't know that should matter or not.
I don't know how, but I just got a ton of things from
Whoa!
Solar.
This one hit KO trap, you're killing me.
I got one as well. Found my own.
Man, why am I getting hit?
There's your gauge.
Oh, maybe I wasn't getting stuff for a while.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff from you. Like, from the
Yeah.
pyramid.
Sorry.
So it's possible to play this either on emulator or console.
Yeah, we're all mixed and matched right now.
That's also a nice feature.
Which is nice. Because I need that for Energize.
If you never played this game, there's a main story in the vanilla game, and it's this boy is going out to see a movie with his puppy, And after the movie, the puppy escapes and runs into an abandoned house on a hill. And inside that house, there is a time traveling machine that's broke. And we found out later in the game that this machine was used 30 years ago, I believe. I think it's
game time, something like that.
Yeah, I think the original game is from the 60s. Like the original characters in Evermore from the 60s, the boys from the 90s, which is now like the 60s for us.
My head hurts.
And so we get sent into this imaginary world where we found all the original people that were in the manor when the explosion occurred. And they all have evil twins. We gotta fight the evil twins. And then we find a spaceship and we go in the Omnitopia, which is the house in the space. And then we find the maid. We fight the maid at the end.
That's the butler. The butler did it.
Butler.
Okay, so if I want to stay in logic, some lovely gentleman sent me a
Night Basher. Yes, I did.
Night Basher.
See, I got you good things.
So let's go towards Mongola, I guess.
Now that's very sad. Why is that, Solar?
I don't know why is that.
Oh, I don't know. Everybody never wants to fight Mongola.
Nobody ever wants to get the Night Basher.
There's 4 chests up on Gomi's tower, and then you have Mongola himself. It's just not a lot to check for very little. Or
Yeah, you cannot use Wings Glitch on Sterling.
I mean, you could, but then it won't work.
Mongola fight is also pretty long. For just one check.
So now Solar can open up the walls. The weapon he just got.
just these stone walls, though.
Yeah. Not the ones in the pyramid.
I don't want to check that because I'll reveal her. I want to stay in logic. I'm going to go kill Viger and then the guy behind Viger, head case.
So we are 1 hour, 20 minutes in. Who's in advance? Who's in the lead, I mean?
Well, it's not a race, right?
No, I know, but who has the more items?
I do have 3 out of 4 items I need.
I have 2 out of 4.
I have 1.
And I got Night Basher.
Good. Get wrecked.
Do you guys still feel confident about that 2.5 hour mark?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
I'm almost done.
Too fast.
I'm almost done
We may
clearing the game.
make up for the time that we started late. So auto forfeit is on, which means as soon as one finishes, chances are good that another one can finish as well.
Well, we will see a shower of items.
That's an always vanilla item also, by the way. The 500 jewels in the pot.
And even if we were behind for some reason, we have an excess of hints at our disposal if we wanted to just quickly know where certain items were.
But we won't use it in today.
We
We'll see, we'll see.
Thank you for the quick trap.
I went out of my way to get that.
I believe it. I'm really bummed I don't have music miser turned on.
Even the alarm room everywhere. Oops, all alarm room.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I need that Slivu.
No, we don't. And this is Nomi's tower. So you will see collapsible part of the floor, and then you have to go up all over again.
A diamond eye! Who?
What?
Slivu, thank you!
Almost didn't check that.
I was gonna say, that's Megacore, right? I'm lucky you even did that much in there.
So as you can see right now, it's very important to do all the checks. So you never know what you're gonna find. What's the name of the... Oh, Cauldron. The butler's name is Cauldron.
Yes.
And he is the final boss.
Cauldron's robot is the final boss.
Yeah, Carltron itself is not the final boss.
And the professor who created it is Professor Ruffelberg. Is that it?
Yes, Ruffleberg.
Which I believe is a good name for a dog.
Rufflebird's robot. Sorry.
Ruffelberg's robot is the toaster dog, right?
Sure. Wait, that... Oh. This is what happens when you let Queenie tell the story of Evermore. Now I'm confused on what's real and not.
Now I'm saying that because I want my next dog to be named Ruffelberg. I love it. How did you all name your puppies, by the way?
Doggo.
Faced.
Mine is Stonks. If you know, you know.
I almost forgot to check that my energize was on my double drain. And I went in there to check drain and I was like, wait, you get a second spell, right? Okay, let's turn around.
Now,
And just energize.
Black Silver, you just found Energize. Is that something you like?
It is something I like, yes.
Yeah.
So it makes you run fast. Like you get infinite stamina. And
I have it too.
also get to use your strong attacks without waiting for the stamina bar to charge, like this. And for bazooka you can shoot way faster because you don't have to wait for the stamina bar to recharge. So in a boss rush, having energize cuts down the time you need by half. So it's amazing, really.
So, you climb all that tower for a trap. How do you feel about that, Solar?
You must be grinning from ear to ear right now asking me that question.
That's actually very sad.
It's alright, Mongola will have something amazing.
You think so?
No. It's alright, we have tons of stuff to do in Act 1. Even Salad Ball.
I did a salad log already, so you don't have to worry about that. So I don't have to worry about doing all that stuff.
So, gentlemen, if you would please tell us what you're all missing right now to go to Act 4.
Solar's missing 1 diamond eye and the wheel.
I'm missing gauge and wheel.
I'm just missing the gauge.
See, in regular randomizer, where most of the time it was always the gauge that was trolly because it could have been any gourd. Now in any item is trolly with the current setup.
And so here the queen on Solar's screen is about to suicide. She's so mad that she throws herself on the floor.
She tried crushing the boy. It didn't work out that well. Then again, that's a robot queen. Yeah, didn't have enough call beats to get the staff for life. Boo.
I want to say, my tracker tells me that I missed a chest, and I want to say that I checked it and I just couldn't pick it up. I'm not going back there.
No, that's fine. It's probably my wheel. Whatever. Alright, King. Come on. Come on, King. Give me something good. Make this worth it.
Sorry, was that out loud?
I'll get owned. What was it? Nothing?
Clay.
Oh. Hooray.
Poor Solar.
I can't even be happy. So in the randomizer, if you do fight Mongola, like in the vanilla game, the drawbridge lowers between the chessboard and Ebon Keep, which is a great shortcut when you're coming back from Act 4 to get the energy core. You don't have to go back to the Dark Forest. I can't even be happy about that because my fixed sequence isn't turned on, which means I don't need that energy core. I can just glitch into the final boss room. So that really was worth it. Nothing.
Now, another maze where Black Sliver is, that was also very hard to navigate when we were kids. Let's see how he does there.
Where you at, Slivu?
On my way to Aquagard.
I'm about to do that soon, probably. I'm just finish off the rest of Act 2 first.
And I believe there's gourd in there, right, Sliver?
One gourd.
Yes, only one right at the end. Possible to miss.
But you must do it.
I must miss it because it is Solar's gauge.
I had my gauge, nana and a boo boo.
Solar's wheel.
Solar's wheel.
Oh no, it was Rambo though.
Hey, that's why you need Energize. Energize now level 1.
Alright, let's
Now we get to see Aquagod for the first time in this stream.
imagine being so bored you fight Aquagolf.
That was a quick fight.
Oh, did we mention the extra shortcut you put in for us, Slivu, to get from Act 3 back to Act 2? The only
I took it already.
Windwalker location is all the way over by Tinker. And so, if you want to go between Act 2 and 3, but you're already over the Ivor Tower, you can just talk to the guy at the well, and he'll send you back to Act 2 at Horus's camp. Great addition by Slivu.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Nice.
So, fun fact, this guy, after a while, sometimes screws up the movement of your characters. Like it tells the character to go somewhere, and the pathfinding seems to have a minor bug. And you can totally hardlock the game if you do the two-player version, like the two-player rollback. And that's
We
what
remember.
happened to Lola and myself.
So it'd be pretty cool at ESA to play that just while we were hanging out. And sure enough, we were done playing after that.
Now, where are you going to go, Black Sliver?
Looking for the chests here, the hidden ones.
No, I meant after.
Oh, I'm not sure. I will probably go through Dark Forest and do the second half.
Lightning Storm now level 6.
Unless I want to do the big race.
Oh, that would be a nice cutscene. We didn't see it today. It'd be fun to see it.
We didn't see it since forever, I think.
Wow,
I'll tell you what, regardless of armors, Frippos are just the absolute worst.
Yes.
There you go, Solar. That's out of logic, though.
I don't care. Thank you, Rambler.
I don't have a wheeler yet.
Looking for a wheel.
And we get to see Salabak for a second time. I'm so excited.
Well, he's gone, right?
Ah, no.
No, take your time.
He's gone.
Oh.
So,
Now-
were any of you brave enough to put on long boss rush?
No.
Not me either.
Now, in the forest
Come
maze,
on.
there's 2 person hidden there. They can only give you alchemy spells, right?
Hey, my wheel.
No, in the multiworld, everything can give you everything.
Oh, so we might see it.
But hang on now. Oh, I sent you your wheel.
Yeah, you got my wheel. I got my wheel. That's Salabog. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yay, Salabog!
Salabog required.
This seed is amazing.
Batman. But it took me some time to roll it.
I got my own Oko trap.
Ain't unreliable. I'll
It's
take
best
that.
when you walk up to a chest and it knocks you back.
My revealer was in the hut.
Wow, so Salabog was very useful today on your
I'll be happier about it.
seed. You just made my month.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so we have to switch and continue on in here. I'm just gonna full clear all of Calosia.
And now all of a sudden, Solar has 3 items.
As do I.
I found my levitate
Nice.
and my Oko trap.
Also nice.
I'm seeing Solar send 3 dry highs to Rambler. I'm laughing because it was asked earlier today if you could actually buy those things.
Let's go to the volcano. Oh, and levitate guy.
Yes, and there's also tracks 2.0.
Holly.
Calyptera. When does that become in logic?
Right away.
Right away, as soon as you beat Thrax.
Oh, okay.
But don't do it after you beat Thrax, because you'll get killed right away.
As long as you have the most up-to-date conversation with Fire Eyes, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You beat Thrax, you talk to Fire Eyes, get the call beats. It's open. Or if you beat Magmar, you have to talk to Fire Eyes again to have the cutscene. As if you came back with a Windwalker. Then it'll be open again.
Okay, so I'm not going through the pig race. Because I found Levitate. And there's most of an act to it. I'm sorry, Queenie.
Well, it wasn't just for me, it was for chat to see the pig race.
Well, you're not letting me down, you're letting down everybody that's watching right now.
No pressure, no pressure.
They want a good show.
Well, it's the perfect thing to do if you need a toilet break, right? Can you do it for casts?
Found Nitro.
Never pupper too strong.
I was gonna say now, Solar is very overpowered for this part.
Oh, want to cast. Must glitch.
Oh, he made it! So that trick that you just saw on Solar's screen was actually found by him? No?
I accidentally did a different version of that, and then the gurus of Evermore from back in the day kind of just refined it. So you can do that. Specifically what I just did, but credit goes to Sigma Panda and Lemon.
Oh yeah, those are all names I remember from back in the day.
So the one chest I thought I missed, I actually missed.
There you go. You're in go mode.
Trapped with Solar.
I'm in go mode.
Solar can't complain anymore.
I'm happy I checked it.
People, what are we doing with this? Should I do some more checks? We should wait till we're all in go mode, right?
Yeah, check some
Yeah,
more
it-
stuff.
You should do Act 4 checks though.
You should wait till I get reveal it to put this all in logic.
We do have enough spheres that it's possible that our stuff is in your Act 4.
Sure.
Hmm.
Slevu, ask me if I remember where the chests are in Act 4.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm using Cyber's tracker.
Now that was funny, you were so far behind and now you're leading. Well, not leading, but I mean you're the first one to have all your items.
I can't believe Hollow Collision paid off like that though, for me.
Actually, yeah, there was both of you had something in halls for me. Alright, I'll get out of the volcano, go to Act 4, do those checks, and come back and see what I can find for everybody.
There's also the thing where you need Oracle Bone, right?
Ew. So help me if I need Oracle Bone. I'll never forgive you. We haven't had that yet, have we? A seed that required that.
No, we have not.
Ugh.
Should
And
have
there's-
maybe excluded that one.
It's always a good day for a first, so maybe today.
What is the spell called? So we can do hint location.
It's either stop or force field.
Well, you have 2 hint points, I'm pretty sure, so you can do both.
Queenie said I'm not allowed to use hints.
Right, I don't have this guy access yet because I haven't
Not
talked
until
to,
the 2-hour mark. What is multi-world? Ability to travel between all the eras. No, multi-world means that each player have items from the other player in their seeds, and they're sending them each other's item.
That's right. We're not racing right now. We're actually doing co-op, trying to beat different seeds to get items for each other to be able to beat the game.
I have to leave one item in here because I haven't talked to Madronius yet. So Madronius' brother didn't show up.
So multi-world uses something called Archipelago. And as Black Sliver was saying earlier, how many games? 23, you said?
Yes, 23. Since
So,
yesterday.
oh, as of yesterday, wow.
As
You
of
can now have 23 games you can play from at the same time and send each other's item.
And this was mentioned before, but since it's being asked what it is, we don't all have to play the same game for Multiworld. You could have 23 people playing 23 different games and it would still work out.
You can also have 100 people playing different games.
Sure.
I would recommend this as a not a sync randomizer though. We do have one bigger async every 2 months around, and that is with I don't know how many it was, 500 players, like 500 slots. Each person pick multiple slots, and whenever you have time, you play it until you BK, so until you cannot progress anymore. And then you wait for items. And that spans like it takes like a month to finish this.
Wait a minute, hold on 1 second. Is Fireball and Lightning Storm the same exact thing? Yes, it is. Fireball and Lightning Storm is the same exact Alchemy for me. 1 water, 1 ash.
That's cheating. You did set the difficulty to something lower, right?
Normal.
So in the
I thought it's a normal.
in the
Because Nitros use grease, so it's just like...
one thing that changed with difficulty is the average spell cost. So if you play on hard, you get on average more expensive spells. If you play on easy, you get on average cheaper spells than vanilla.
Now, Rambler, I'm gonna have to correct you a little bit here on something. I don't think Slivu knows what grease is.
Brown droplets, you mean?
There you go.
Oh god.
I think I'm gonna do Solarbug as well now.
It's a sad day.
I'm gonna do Tiny before I do...
I'm so happy.
I mean, I think that Ivotar would be better, but it takes longer to get there, so... Omelette.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, omelette is the sound that Lilypad makes, according to Black Sliver.
No, according to you.
No. She swore up and down against it when it first happened.
I was against it.
I don't know who came up with that though. I don't
It was
remember.
Turbo.
Probably. Sounds like something Turbo would say.
Mm-hmm.
Shoutouts to Turbo 16-bit.
Yeah, he's my
He's
simp.
also the reason why we have turtle mode in this game.
He simps for me. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so it's funny that any axe above bronze axe works in Tiny's area, but not in the actual pyramid.
Oh, look at Everpupper spin! That's so cute.
Now, what kind of dog is Everpupper?
Cute one.
A Scotty, I think.
Yeah, terrier for sure. Hey, my bronze spear.
So, should I cast slow burn on Salabok? I have one cast of slow burn. I guess.
Well, we've got, what, 42.5 minutes left?
So this is what happens if you cast slow burn on Salabok.
You insane person.
It's something that validates your seed.
Stop.
Actually, no. Chat, don't do it. It makes the poor serpent go up and down. For how long? Like 10 minutes?
No less than that. I think it depends on how much the game lags. But it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. It's
You
not too
know,
bad.
what a sad world we're in whenever it's the poor serpent. That's the enemy. Talk about Queenie.
The poor serpent is unloved. Now let's see if we have a second required Salabag or a useless one.
Probably the useless one. But at least I got to show off slow burn on Salabok. I think Cyber came up with its strat.
Alright, let's go get our butt kicked in Act 4.
There's my revealer. Glimpse Hub.
Wow.
Oh, so my revealer was locked by Salabog, which unlocked both of Solar's 2 key items.
Salabog MVP of the seed.
Amazing.
Yep, so we did have 2 Salabags required.
I mean, Slivers wasn't hard required. I mean, I don't need revealer.
Shh, it was required.
Logically, yes, it was.
And now on solar screen, we will see for the first time little rocket that's going to Omnitopia, the thing in the sky.
No, what are you doing? I just got knocked out of Tiny's lair by an Ogre. Good job. Do I have to levitate again?
Oh, how's this gonna handle Everpupper? Am I not gonna have Toaster Dog? Am I gonna be sad?
You will be sad because I did the same last week.
If it's hard or mystery, then yes. If it's easy or normal, then
What's up, Everpupper?
Yeah, the colors looks weird. And he is not fast in this, so watch out when you do Saturn skip.
What? Oh, he's fine. He's a good boy.
Oh no, he will get hit by the balls.
Just gotta dodge all that. First things first, we gotta get some armor from Ruffleberg.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Rambler?
I just beat Tiny and gave me a Night Basher. Welp, I guess I'm doing Mongola now. I'm actually gonna go beat Akagov to get there, I think.
you have to watch the pick race then, though.
Oh, I do. Oh, heck that. I'm taking a Wind Waker.
It's still not patched out.
And so, while you were talking, if you watch on the solar screen, you see for the first time on this seed what we call Saturn skip. So if you didn't know this either, when you were a kid, it makes you skip all of Act 4 just to get to Professor Ruffleberg.
Found by Saturn originally.
Who I think came up with the first task for this game, if I remember correctly.
First one I've seen, at least.
And that was also like 20 years ago.
But it's a technique that you can use for a lot of things in the game. You can use it to open gourds, you can use it to talk to people. It's basically just pressing B to activate something, and then the next frame switching to the boy. And the game will still think the boy was the character that used that command. Because the dog can't normally open up those doors. A dog can't open gourds. A dog can't walk people. You can make that happen if you use that trick.
So welcome to Pierce, who's asking, what is Multiworld? Well, first of all, this is Secret of Evermore randomizer, so it's not the vanilla brand. And Multiworld is that all the items are shuffled between the players' seed. So they're sending each other some items.
Yeah. So we all three of us have different seeds right now, with different settings.
Yep.
Technically, it's one big seed.
But what is really fun about this is that, as Solar said, they can each pick their own different settings, even though it's the same game. So if you're
Always
new,
pick different games.
or pick different games, yes, there are 23 games available on Archipelago as of yesterday. And so if you're a newer player and don't want to play the advanced setting, you can pick easy settings. That's nice to have too. And no, it is not a race, it's a co-op run. And today, Solar was the first one to go into Act 4. Black Sliver and Rambler are still missing each one item to have access to Omnitopia, which is Act 4.
Third Trinaris.
Oh gosh, why that? What the heck? Alright, let's see Act 4. What on earth? Where am I going?
It's like you never played this game before.
Man! Ah! My face. Wait, no.
And so in case you're wondering, it's because Solar is a speedrunner of this game. And in the speedrun, we skipped all of this.
I died.
And so poor Solar that doesn't know his way around Act 4 and he just died.
Okay,
What?
Well...
You're not wrong.
The boy who is not being controlled by me right now got hit. And just got hit again. That's really scary. That stuff hurts.
There's your nothing, Solar.
Thank you. Oh gosh.
How many items are there in Act 4? Do we know it?
Too many.
20 or so.
Oh. I didn't know there was that much. So hopefully we'll find everything we need there.
You have a spell from the robot. You have a couple of chests in the storage room, and you have a few other chests spread around.
And the neutron blade check.
Neutron Blade is
The
also
neutron
vanilla.
blade is vanilla.
It's still a check.
You have 2 Rufflebug spells, and you have the laser lance.
And now we are seeing on Rambler's screen for the second time Gnomi's Tower.
You're gonna the chests.
I'm looking
Which was a pain.
I'm opening a chest, yeah. I got one already. There's 2.
To skip. And there's right now.
There's Solar's Aura. Which would have been good if it was Illusion Gaia.
Oh my gosh. I've never been more upset with you in my life. How do we...
Map.
Alright, greenhouse off. So yeah, for these chests in the storage room, you actually can't pick them up unless you have the lights turned on there. Sir. What? Is your chest in there? Oh, that's just the secret boss.
Now, can the secret boss has an item?
Nope. So stuff that's missable is not included in the randomizer. Some stuff was changed to be not missable. But as it is right now, the secret boss is actually missable. Because the code can be identical to the other code.
That is required for... the alarm room? Yes.
I think so, yeah. And if they are identical, entering the code will only trigger the alarm room thing. Disable the alarm room.
Alright, time for Sterling.
We have 2 players right now at the same spot. It's funny.
I should have gotten the Act 4 armor for Doggo, I think. From Strongheart. Well, I can't have everything, I guess. So I don't remember where the chests are. This is awesome. Oh, that was worth it. That was a one-hit KO trap for Soda.
What? You can do that to me while I'm in Act 4.
Unfortunately, it doesn't control that.
Yeah, really bad death here would be a one-hit KO trap while poisoned.
Such a good combo.
So there was nothing in Act 4, Solar?
Last check is on this spell, and then to get the other spell from Ruffleberg, I would have to go get the energy core. So I just sent water. So yeah, nothing really in here.
But at least you got to show us around Act 4, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because I don't believe we'll see it from our other players.
Right, unless someone uses a hint, it's probably faster to finish at that point. The second person gets the extra 4.
Alright, so Slivu, you don't have fixed sequence on. Rambo, do you have fixed sequence on?
Yes, I do.
Now, what is fixed sequence?
Fixed sequence means that you cannot glitch your way into the volcano behind that first rock, and it also means that you cannot use the Saturn skip on the boss door in the center of Act 4, which requires you to get the energy core.
Poor Doggo.
Solar, where are you headed right now?
I'm gonna go fight Coleoptera, just for something to do. I mean, I guess I could do... Do I have my bronze axe? not have my bronze axe. It's probably smarter to go through the halls. Let's go through the halls. More checks.
Oh no! Look on my screen. Bad cutscene.
Oh, did you get wrecked by the king?
Well, no, I got rid of the dog. Dog went up.
Nice. Where did I say I was going?
Cats in RNG is the best.
He said the olive Colosia.
Yeah. Oh, here's... Okay, so first of all, I was wrong. We just didn't have it for a while. I do have Music Miser on. This is the best music in the game right here. This alarm room. That's the audio that's being used right now. By alarm room.
Thank you. So quick check for chat, Sliver and Rambler. What are you guys missing right now?
Gauge.
Still the gauge.
2 gauge. Wow.
It's just like the old randomizer.
Just like the old randomizer. Yeah. So in the first versions we had, like up until I decided to implement it for AP, like for the Multiworld, the items were locked in the type of check they are from. So if a vanilla item is in a chest, you would get it from a chest. If it was from a boss, you would get it from the boss. And if it was alchemy, you would get it from an alchemist. And that made gauge be the very last item to find in almost all seeds, because there's so many chests. And only one gauge. And now we're in a situation that we also need just a gauge.
Speak for yourself.
Want me to mute him?
Oh. Oh. There's nothing in that.
No, 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 no.
I can't! I don't know. I don't have Revealer equipped right now.
Now, Slur did something that you should never do. Because we don't know, it might be the gauge there.
At what point do we hint? I mean, we are 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Said we
said
could hint after 2 hours.
after 2 hours.
Let's do the hint 2 things then. Our gauges.
We'll use the hint during the cutscene. So the 2 hour 30 nice. So the 2 hour 30 estimate we put basically is 100% clear, unless someone has to wait for something, and it may get over that. And since I picked the worst seed I could find, it's probably a good idea to hint now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can guaranteed finish an estimate.
So how do you do hint again?
Exclamation mark hint,
And then type in the item.
and then the item.
Got it.
It's in Solar's world.
Mine's in my
Solar-
own pyramid. Okay.
Solar does not have his bronze axe.
Alright, so that's what you're hinting for.
It's time to hint for the bronze.
Alright.
What's 121 bottom?
118. Let me check if you even need the axe for that.
Well, I already went in to get stuff.
My bronze
Is
axe,
it-
his bronze axe is
Pyramid.
my pyramid. Alright, so I'm leaving to go to pyramid for sure.
Yeah, 118 is the horror spell one. Need
Oh,
bronze axe
wow.
for that.
Okay.
And yes, welcome in, Blancation.
Slippy, you're killing me, man.
What? Did I send you a chat? Nice.
Yeah, right next to a dancing pool.
So Mongolia was worth it.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I got scared by solar. But yes, Blantation. There's a multi-world for Secret of Evermore. By the way, this is the randomizer, and it is available on Archipelago with 22 more games that you can play all together at the same time. And so now that's funny because Rambler's progression is behind Solar's progression in Rambler's pyramid.
Oh, my bronze axe is in Solar's tiny.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. What do you need? Do you need the bronze axe for that?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know which items have the.
Yours is top.
Pyramid top.
Mine is bottom. My gauge is bottom.
What?
Give me a
Nice.
number. I can tell you if bronze axe is required.
Mine was 118.
118 was horror spot.
Wait, there's both of us is 118?
Let's see here. So hint. Rambler's gauge is at pyramid bottom 121. Solar's bronze axe is at pyramid top 141.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can get. Well, what number is 141, Slither?
Let me check. Uh, 141 is if you enter the normal way and you run the big circle around to the bottom left.
Okay, so you don't need the bronze axe for that one.
Whoops.
Rambler.
I just put the boy into the dog area. Good job.
So I absolutely love Jenna's comment. So some people did not find that game hard enough and they decided to make a randomizer for it. But fortunately, Jenna, there is a map tracker for this and it shows you every single spot where there can be an item, and with that map you can actually navigate your way through mazes as well.
Before the map tracker, we had a little bit of a guide, didn't we? To show where all the spots were? Maybe? Or at least
No.
written form of it, at least?
No.
We had something written down, at least, while we were
We
going
had
through
written
mapping stuff
down
out.
what can be where, but that's not really accurate for the multiworld.
Sure.
And then we used the regular map, like the Ouija map.
Alright, that should be. That was wings. That wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah, Jenna, that's the beauty of it. The map shows you all the way. I mean, it gives you a general view of all the mazes and stuff, so you can actually see everything.
And if you have it set up with the SNI client for Archipelago, I can't even say it right, Archipelago, or if you're playing offline, you can use SNI or USB to SNES. It'll auto-track whatever screen you're on, so you don't have to change the map every time you change screens. It'll do that for you.
Shoutouts to Cyber. What made the map tracker?
I'm looking at your bronze axe right now. Or wait, or I'm looking at Slivu's gauge, one of those two.
My
Slivu's
gauge.
The gauge.
I can't get to it.
So that was a mean seed, seriously.
Well, because I don't like to do the pyramid before Bronze Axe. Bronze Axe being in the pyramid is like, if you play Link to the Past, King of Samaria, and Misery Mire, stuff like that. No, I can't. I don't have access to the gauge yet, or to the Solar's Bronze Axe. Yeah, I need to get my own Bronze Axe, I think.
No. It's in the bottom left corner of the first.
Oh, bottom left. I thought you said bottom right. Okay. Alright, I'll find it then.
The other floor though, I think.
There's wax for Solar.
Oh yeah, the first floor, not the one that at least we see. I don't know how far back that delay is.
So we got to see the cutscene with the destroyed castle and the dog,
Nice.
where the queen says that her castle is
Alright, there's
clean.
Bronze Axe.
Nice, thank you. There you go, Slivu.
Yay, so now, like Sliver, you are in go mode?
Yes.
Good.
Now I gotta find my gauge, which is in here somewhere.
So what do we
42.
learn today on the seed? Pyramid and Salabug were MVPs.
Oh, no, I need my Bronze Axe to get my gauge. Solar.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Where is it?
121.
Tiny.
So now I believe Solar will need to go fight.
Tiny.
Yes, but to
It's-
open Tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you haven't done ages?
No.
Uh-oh.
So how do we feel about that 2.5 hour mark right now?
It'll be
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so it says hint. Ram's gauge is in pyramid bottom 121. Which one is that? Solar? Sliver?
1 sec. 121?
Yeah.
It's behind Bronze Axe, at the dude where you can save.
Okay. So I'll go there and wait for Bronze Axe.
fighting ages now. Ooh, there's my cryoblast.
You're welcome.
Oh, you never got that for me in a normal seed.
Oops. I was talking and the cat muted my mic.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying that after this fight, the way opens for Tiny.
Yeah, so this is our access point to Tiny and Aquagod. It's also... so typically, when you're just starting the seed, you need Revealer to get across the pit to get in the pyramid, but if you fight Aegis, then revealer isn't the only way to get there. That's still in logic. Since the water drains to get to Tiny's Pyramid at least, you can go to Horse's Camp and then run down through the barren part of the river to get into there. My gosh, that cutscene was forever.
So, Black Sliver, what are you missing right now? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Solar to get the bronze axe for Rambler. And buy some ingredients.
Yay, reverse desert scan.
So we should see all the three of you fighting the final boss at the same time.
Rambler's gonna have to go get his energy core, but you fought Mongola, right, Rambler?
He did, yes.
Okay, so at least he'll have the shortcut
Quick.
open.
But you, Solar, you never went back to get your energy core.
Oh my God, Tiny. Yeah, because Fixed Sequence isn't on, so Sliver and I don't need it because
Oh,
of that.
okay.
Another soft lock potential here. Be sure when you step on the first teleporter when you're fighting
Take your
Tiny,
time.
take your time. Don't sprint to it because if you go too fast, you'll soft lock. That one right there. Go ahead, Queen.
No, I was gonna say, it says Tiny's hideout number 164, so that's not the bus, right?
No, that's a chest.
Okay.
Oh, what?
But you need to access the tiny hideout still.
Oh, well, I'm fighting Tiny now. Darn it.
Hmm?
You said, okay, it's chest 164?
Rambler's bronze axe at 164, yeah.
Alright, let me pull up the tracker. Oh, it's in that hidden one. Alright.
The all for nothing.
Yeah.
It was for the entertainment of the viewers. It was not for nothing.
We're on a tight schedule now, Queenie.
10 minutes left.
Go, 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 Rambler.
We...
Oh, that was such a mean place to be.
And not gouge.
Your gouge.
Of course, I don't have sequence break on, so I have to go back.
Now, what the fun part about this is,
Good thing I killed Mongola.
Sluvu and I are gonna finish first, which means we can send.
we?
Wow, you just needed. We get to send all the fun stuff to Rambler that we didn't find.
True, yeah.
Well, I won't do this because we're on a tight schedule. But you can see on Black Sliver the toaster dog, which we were denied by Solar because he took a pop dunk. Ever popper, I mean.
Well, and that the hard difficulty, which was on random, and I just got hard difficulty.
If you missed it at the beginning of the stream, we were saying that it's not possible to put the toaster dog in the other act because of his barking and his fireball. It soft logs the game. little bit of shopping, which I'm jealous.
But I think I have everything. Besides the armor.
Now, do we make this a race between you two gentlemen?
Oh, we're co-ops, no race.
So, do we go to the boss rush or not? I will watch Ruffleberg cutscene.
Oh. Am I not allowed to go in the boss rush yet?
Well, you could if you want to.
I'm gonna go in the boss rush.
Okay, so now we see Solar skipped the first part of this boss fight because he's on the short boss rush. Is that what we call it?
Mm-hmm.
So now he only has to fight this Magmar 2.0 and then Carltron.
And because it's short boss rush, their HP is cut in half.
Ooh.
It's really short.
Yeah.
So we'll get all my traps now.
And a good example of multicasting, as you were saying earlier, can use up to 8 spell at the same time.
Let me see if... I don't even have infinite bazooka. This seed is awful. I don't even have infinite bazooka ammo. You can see this rapid fire bazooka shot.
So now would be a good time for one hit KO trap on Solar.
Yeehaw!
So during most boss fights, or all boss fights, you sadly cannot receive items. Because receiving items could break the game.
Right.
Gosh, that's...
This game is like Nomi's Tower. It's very fragile.
Oh, and now we
So-
see Cauldron. GG
could
on
probably-
Solar.
Could probably give the item, but not show the text, but that would be even more confusing than it is right now. So that's why it is the way it is.
It'd be really funny though, just to be fighting with the bazooka and all of a sudden get switched to the spider claw or something.
And so as you can see, Professor Riffelberg just thundered the bot and it disappeared.
Right.
Break the game.
But that's not the end of the game. No. Now we gotta go tell people to leave.
Did I seriously not have anything left for him?
Maybe I disabled auto forfeit, but I just don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't say that you forfeit, so that's it.
Just said it's completed their goal, yeah.
And now we're going to see Black Sliver do the same boss fight.
I'm thinking what the best strat is though. Probably just energize and fire blast.
And so Rambler has to go back into Act 3 to get his energy core. Shouldn't be long because he has opened the way already. Otherwise, you have to go through the sewers, the forest maze. Kind of a long thing.
Did you fight Foot Knight?
Not yet.
Or
No, I'm
you
trying
the
to
other
I'm trying to clip in.
Okay.
Ah, didn't do it. Oh well, I'll fight for night. Shouldn't take too long. So many weapons now.
I never got barrier, I think. Which means this fight is kinda hard.
Now, for those of you who maybe don't want to play the multi-world, you want to play the solo version, go to evermizer.com and load that up. Something that you can do on the solo version that you can't really set in multi-world is where the items are distributed. So you can choose between having the alchemy locations, the gourd locations, and the bosses pooled together in any combination, and you're able to set up if they're balanced, random, or on bosses. And on bosses means all key items will be on bosses. Balanced will mean that there's 2 key items in alchemy locations, 4 key items on gourd locations, and everything else in bosses. And random is random, you have no idea where anything is. But it kind of gives you a nice idea, if you keep track of that stuff, what exactly you have left to check. So if I find 4 key items in gourds, I know I don't need to check any more gourds if I don't want to, for progression. And key items are the 2 diamond eyes, or the 3 diamond eyes, the gauge, the wheel, and any cutting weapon, along with levitate and revealer.
Welcome everybody from SpeedGaming 3. Welcome to SNES Super Star Marathon. This is a multi-world of Secret of Evermore, the randomizer, which we call Evermizer. And we are at the end of it.
GG Slavu.
GG to Slivu, who just finished his seed.
At least you guys beat the estimate. Hey, if I didn't have if I had what's it called, progression fixed, I would have done it too.
Oh, you didn't have progression balancing on?
No,
No, not balanced.
I didn't
Fixing
have
the-
yeah, I had to do
balance
this
too.
the vanilla way. Well, at least I didn't have to go through all of Autotopia vanilla.
Well, so I guess Slivu, he had the 8 then?
The what?
The 8 spheres? You said this one was
I
668?
can check. But it was kinda nice. All the pyramids were required.
All the
Have to
sour
say.
balls were kind of required.
I'm very happy.
You got a happy Queen Young comes now.
My solid bug was acquired. What I'm talking about.
Now we see the Ever Popper in Act 4 also on Rambler's screen.
So yeah, Rambler had the big sphere,
Yeah, well,
the 8 sphere seed.
We're gonna see another siren skips. So this lets you go faster into the pit.
So that means we should be done in 3 minutes or so.
Sure. Although, I mean, I do believe Rambler pledged to kill both bosses with just the Bone Crusher, so that might take a little longer.
you say that as I'm casting Lightning Storm. It was a level 7, I think. See, look at that. Alright, let me set escape now.
No pressure, but we're all looking at you, Rambler.
Right.
Another short bus rush on the Rambler's part.
As much fun as the randomizer is, the vanilla boss rush is a pain to go through if you're not prepared for it.
Okay, I'm laughing so
Fine.
much at this cutscene on Solar's screen.
Oh, keep the guys.
Camellia, my love, don't leave me. You heard the boy. Bye. What a beautiful love story from Evermore. And so now we've collected everyone and we're leaving Evermore forever. Now I have a theory that at the beginning of the game, the boy hurt his head in the abandoned house, and all of this is in his head. He's seeing dead people. But I guess we could ask your friend Sliver, who wrote the script.
He didn't write the script. I was one of the developers, not the script author.
Oh, okay. And GG Rambler.
GG's Rambler.
GG. Right,
Yep.
so I guess it's time for shoutouts, right?
Yes.
Who wants to start with the shoutouts?
I'm gonna shout out to Slivu for creating the randomizer so we could show this off today. Thank you, Slivu.
Shoutouts to everyone at SpeedGaming for allowing us to put on the showcase.
Very big shout outs to Queenie for running commentary for us today. Appreciate that, Queenie.
Oh, thank you so much. And shout outs to Cyber for doing the map tracker. If you're new to this, map tracker really helps you out.
Shoutouts to Solar, along with, you know, the other OG speedrunners of this game, which, you know, for, you know, being
The
OG
strats.
speedrunners, the strats, yeah. Solar and Meta Sigma and all them people. Clicks, I don't know if you're still here.
And from me, shoutouts to Darkmoon, Assassin, and Master Knight for the patches we ended up using in the randomizer. To Berserker and the rest of the AP team for making the Multiworld that easy, implementing it that easy.
Shoutouts to chat. How about shoutouts to chat? Chat's
Shoutouts
awesome.
to chat as always. And one small thing at the end, or two actually, two news. So Dot, aka Arvin, aka PS3003, who also made the arbitrary code execution test for Evermore, recently released a compiler that has an output of Evermore script instructions, which is amazing. So we may see more random ROM hacks or whatnot. He's working on a practice ROM with it, I think. And shoutouts to the original Evermore devs. And one last news is that we will get with the next version of the Evermizer Energy Core Fragment Hunt, which is like Triforce
Ooh.
instead of Triforce, you have Energy Core Fragment.
So you need to get those
nice.
to beat the game.
That was the big announcement. Cool.
That's always the one thing I always like. The only downside of this is that, okay, you only need to find 4 items to beat the game, but that'll give us at least more items to search for.
Yeah, you can pick how many you want. And you could also do an item link, so you don't even know in which world it is. Or who has to find it.
Very
And
cool.
everyone can finish at the same time. So
once again, if you want to try this randomizer, you can do it at evermizer.com. And thank you,
Or
SNES.
archipelago.gg.
Yeah, Archipelago for the Multiworld. And thank you, SNES Super Star Marathon, for having us. It was a pleasure to present to you Secret of Evermore Randomizer Multiworld today. We hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.